Is he or isn't he? Sounds like it's a future without Jason Kidd for now, for the Nets anyway. Andy Adler's got the latest and the breakdown. Hey, Andy.
Hi, Suki. Yeah, after only one season as head coach of the Nets, looks like Jason Kidd could be leaving Brooklyn and heading to the Bucks. Joining us right now, we've got Mike Bako, from sports editor for DailyNational.com, and Sean Malcolm, editor of XXL Magazine. Guys, thank you for being here this morning. And just tell me straight up, how much of this is just about ego and how much of this is just protecting himself against what could be a sophomore slump?
I think Jason Kidd is always about one thing, Jason Kidd. Even though he was a point guard and his job was to dish out assists, he was always looking out for number one, whether it was in Phoenix or Dallas with the New Jersey Nets, and he's certainly doing the same thing now as the Brooklyn Nets coach.
Certainly going over the head of his bosses here, Sean.
No, definitely about ego, because he wanted to basically have a better job than Billy King, which is the GM of the Brooklyn Nets. So it takes a lot of, guts for him to do what he did. So it's definitely about ego.
It's about ego, and also the question is, how good could the Nets be going into this next season? I mean, is he just trying to protect himself here?
I think he's looking to protect himself when you have guys like Kevin Garnett at the end of their career. Paul Pierce, who's a free agent, might not be coming back. Brook Lopez coming off of an injury. He kind of sees the writing on the wall, and when you could get a job in Milwaukee with the #2 pick, Jabari Parker, he's probably looking at it as, in the past, Milwaukee was like the Siberia of the NBA,
sure.
And now not so much. They've got Jabari Parker. I wouldn't say it's a better situation than Brooklyn, but it is a situation where you could grow into players there and into a longer lasting success, possibly.
He wants a bigger job, and that's how this all came about. He wanted a bigger job than just to be the coach of the Nets. He wants a bigger job over in Milwaukee. Is that going to happen?
At this point, it looks like it can happen. Right now, there's a lot of posturing right now, so he might be the head coach, and then it will grow into a president of basketball operations over in Milwaukee, which is kind of crazy because Milwaukee already has a head coach and a GM.
Right.
So this is why this is like so bizarre, and it's like a really brazen move on Jay Kidd's part.
I mean, brazen is a nice way of putting it. I mean, really, at this point, okay, so let's talk about replacements quickly, because it looks like this could all go down within the next 24 hours. Of course, at 12:01 midnight, 1 minute after midnight, is when the true free agency period begins. Right. So tell me, quick replacement.
Lot of scrambling going on. I'm sure that a lot of New York fans would love to see Mark Jackson, but you have guys like Lionel Hollins in the mix and George Karl. So they'll have their pick of who they want to have.
All right, guys. That's our time. We're going to send it back to Suki and Craig. Thanks, guys, for coming in.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Time right now is 6:59. Here's a look we're working on for the 7 o'clock hour.